Hello everyone, we are once again at the end of another month, so that means our market stats are available. This is for Polk County, Florida for August 2024. It means our stats are through the end of July 2024. So we have 1,418 closed sales compared to 1,297 a year ago. That's an increase of 9.3%. Cash sales as a percentage of closed sales, 22.2% of all sales were cash sales compared to 22.6% a year ago, a decrease of 1.8%. Median sales price $315,999 compared to $321,990, a decrease of 1.9%. So we did see an increase in closed sales, but a decrease in sales price, although a small one. Average sales price $327,365 compared to $337,206. That's a decrease of 2.9%. Median percent of original list price, sellers are receiving 96.9% of original list price compared to 98.5% a year ago, a decrease of 1.6%. Median time to contract is taking 41 days for a home to go under contract compared to 25 days a year ago. That's an increase of 64%. Median time to sale, 86 days compared to 74 days a year ago, an increase of 16.2%. New pending sales, 1,367 compared to 1,345 a year ago, an increase of 1.6%. New listings, 1,810 compared to 1,721 a year ago. That's an increase of 5.2%. Pending inventory, 1,819 homes compared to 2,062. That's a decrease of 11.8%. Active inventory is still up at 5,633 homes compared to 3,315 a year ago. That's an increase of 69.9%. A lot of that is due to homes staying on the market longer. New listings, while up, are not as up as much as they had been the last several months. And then month supply of inventory, 4.4 month supply of inventory compared to 2.7 month supply a year ago. That's an increase of 63%. Still does mean we're actually in a seller's market, but we're approaching a balanced market. Although if I recall correctly, that month supply inventory is actually down over what it was last month, which means there are probably more buyers coming into the market. And we'll talk more about that if you stay tuned. Have a great day, everybody. So what we've been seeing in this last month is the activity in the real estate market is starting to pick up again. I think the major reason for that is that interest rates have been dropping, as we predicted they would. Now, the Federal Reserve hasn't decreased the borrowing rate yet, although they have publicly stated they intend to do so in September. And mortgage rates have started to drop just based on that news alone. I suspect when the Federal Reserve actually does drop rates, we will see rates decrease a bit more. I saw today that they're about at 6.35% when I looked. Of course, rates change hourly, but 6.35% was what I saw, which is about the lowest it's been in about a year. I think that the numbers reflect that as the mortgage rates decrease, more buyers are entering the market. And so while we've seen inventory increasing in the last year, not to record numbers, but compared to what it was in the pandemic, it feels very high. A lot of that is due to the fact that there were not as many buyers in the market. And so as buyers return to the market, I expect to see that month supply of inventory start to decrease again, which means that we'll be in a stronger seller's market. So if you're a home buyer, what that means is right now is probably where you can maybe get the best deals, because there are still some buyers out there that are waiting for rates to drop more. So you're not going to have as much competition for the inventory that's out there. Sellers are more willing to drop price. They're more willing to offer concessions. And so there's some opportunities to get a deal on some homes right now that when more buyers enter the market may not be those same deals. If we go to a seller's market where there's only 2 or 3 months of inventory, sellers are not going to feel nearly as motivated to offer concessions to lower their price. They'll just wait for the next buyer. And so I think as a home buyer, it's real important to kind of keep that in mind, that if you wait for the lowest of low interest rates, you're probably going to end up paying more for that same house. And so it would be a good idea now to see what you can get pre-approved for, and see what you can get on this market. New home builders are still offering a lot of incentives. Most of them are paying all or most of your closing costs. Most are buying the rate down to as low as 4.99%. So if interest rate is a big thing for you, new home construction really may be a good option. Most of the builders have ready to move in inventory, so you don't have to wait for a home to be built. As long as you don't care about picking out colors and cabinets and all that, there are homes ready for you to move into, brand new homes ready for you to move into, with just a down payment and a good interest rate. So if you're interested in exploring those communities, reach out to me. I'd love to help you with, I have contacts at just about every builder in the area, can get an idea of what inventory is available and identify good neighborhoods for you, and we can go from there. If you're a seller, it's a good time to still be a little aggressive if you don't want to wait too long for more buyers to enter the market, but it also is a good time for you to be patient, because I think as we get into September, October, we're probably going to see more buyers entering the market as the rates drop further. And as more buyers enter the market, that means there'll be more competition for your home, and so you may be able to get more for it. So if your home's been on the market a while now and maybe you're not seeing the activity, I wouldn't pull the plug just yet. I might extend for another couple months and see what happens as interest rates drop. I think you're going to see more activity on your home and maybe get it sold for a pretty good price, even though it may be on the market for a while. So that's kind of my take on what we're seeing in the market right now. We're also dealing with changes in real estate in terms of working with buyer's agents and compensation. And so I did do a video on that. I encourage you to go ahead and watch that video, as it does provide a good overview of what's happened in terms of what's changed in the real estate market. But if you have questions, please reach out. I'm happy to talk you through it. As always, if you know of anyone looking to buy or sell in Central Florida, I would love to help them. Remember, you can't miss with Chris. Have a good day, everybody.